دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, I'm saying sisters as I said that because of the live streaming. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, I wish you all a blessed and joyous Eid al-Adha. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that one of the greatest days in Allah's sight is the day of sacrifice, the day of Nahr. We have two festivals in Islam. The first one is Eid al-Fitr. Eid al-Fitr is defined as celebration of our individual achievement after Ramadan. Eid al-Adha is defined as our celebration of our collective achievement. What does that collective achievement means? Dear brothers and sisters, you know that this year, because of COVID, only 60,000 people Hajjaj are allowed to do Hajj. Today, they are reminiscing, reenacting, and commemorating the actions of Ibrahim alayhi salam, our father Ibrahim alayhi salam and his family in Hajj. While we are celebrating Eid al-Adha by spiritually connecting with them, commemorating the same to our father Ibrahim alayhi salam. Yesterday they were in Arafah. In Arafah, they were beseeching Allah, pleading from Allah, and humbling themselves with such humility in front of Allah, asking dua the entire day. And what did we do? We also spiritually connected with them by fasting and seeking forgiveness from Allah, asking all what we have to ask from Allah, because that's the day Allah delivers more people from the hellfire. Allah is proudly talking about us in front of Malaika, the angels, saying that look at my servants. What do they need? Give all what they want. So dear brothers and sisters Islam, in this Arafah is where the Quranic verse Al-Yawma akmaltu lakum deenakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'amati wa raditu lakum al-Islam deena was revealed. It says that this is the final religion which has been perfected for you. We have completed all our favors and blessings upon you. Now, interestingly, in today's khutbah, I would like to focus on something very important about the day of Arafah. I don't know how many of you watched the live telecast of Arafah yesterday in the TV. This is something, a blessing now. We should be able to see all what's happening in live time. If you were able to see, you would have seen that everybody was raising their hands, asking dua, tears flowing down their cheeks and eyes welled up with tears. Some have bowed their heads. Some are full of guilt. Some are full of humility. Men, women, elders. When you look at each one of them, tears will flow into your own eyes too. You'll automatically feel emotionally connected to them. When you're looking at this mass scene, yesterday 60,000 people at the same time standing in Arafah, asking dua from Allah from morning until the sunset. The day of Arafah is the day of dua. It's not the day of Quran recitation or anything. It's the day of dua. That's the connection you are having with your Allah, your Rabb. When looking at that, what were these people asking? Have you ever thought what kind of duas they are asking? What is the list they have brought to Arafah? What goes through their mind? What comes out? What comes out from their hearts? What is the dua they are asking? Are they asking for destruction? Are they asking for hatred? Are they asking for anything negative? They're asking for peace. They're asking dua for their children. They're asking dua for their careers. They're asking dua for their family lives. They're asking dua for protection, peace, security in their own communities. To get out of debts, to get out of poverty, to think about others. This is, dear brothers and sisters, Islam. this is the culmination of all the du'as. Not only in Arafah, even people who are fasting, we were also asking dua yesterday. The entire 2 billion Muslims are asking dua. When you look at that scene, what comes to your mind? I remember one of my friends used to say that when he looked at the people in Arafah, he would say, Ya Allah, accept all their du'as. Accept all their du'as. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, this shows that dua, the prayer we are asking, raising our hands, is human aspirations. Our human aspirations. If someone were to collect all the du'as together and analyze, you'll see many consistent themes, many common themes, overlapping themes. They're asking for righteous spouse, righteous children, and cure from their pain or the challenges or the diseases, whoever it is in their family members are facing. I think dua is the most emotional, most overwhelming. It will overwhelm us. I want to focus a little bit more on these du'as. As I said earlier, people are not asking for instructions. The dua, the day of Arafah, is an emblem. It's a display of the true meaning of Islam. Peace. When you see these people raising hands in front of Allah, asking all the goodness in this world, all the goodness in this world, you'll see that is Islam. That is the peace. It's not the peace, it's not the religion of destruction. It's not the religion of hatred. It's not the religion of thinking negatively about others. It's the religion of goodness. It's the religion of peace. It's the religion of thinking good about others. Very inclusive. That entire dua, if you were to analyze and think about how many duas, how many prayers. Every second, at least one, every second, there'll be one dua. Ya Allah, keep me safe. Ya Allah, help me, give me pious children. Ya Allah, heal my mother. Or give my husband a good job. Ya help me build a home. Ya help me to move into with my family. Ya Allah, make peace between my brothers who have been not talking to him for a long time. These are aspirations. These are aspirations. And every second from morning, from 6 o'clock until 6 p.m., those 12 hours, how many seconds? And you multiply that by 60,000 hujjaj. Multiply that by all the people who are around the world asking dua with them. If you want to establish Islam, to understand the peacefulness of this religion, Arafah is the time. It also talks about one of the important things we also saw in Arafah, the vulnerability as human beings. We are asking everything from Allah. It shows our weakness. It shows as humans we are vulnerable. We are not afraid to show that vulnerability in front of Allah. We are not afraid to be seen, to be recorded by a video and to shown all over the world. No, because that's the time I'm with Allah. Vulnerability as a human being, we are in front of Allah. We display, we accept, we admit our weakness. We admit our shortcomings. Whenever we are vulnerable, Allah raises our standards. Whenever we humble ourselves, Allah raises our standards. Whenever we show humility, Allah gives us leadership. That is the servant leadership that Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said. The vulnerability. And then when we ask dua from Allah, we also recognize Allah's power, Allah's might. Only He can grant everything you ask. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, to conclude my khutbah, as I said that the du'as are aspirations, don't you think that the same aspirations other people also have? If you take community from the Christians, when they pray, their aspirations are the same. Or the Buddhists, or the Hindus, or the Jewish community. Whatever we seek for us, we have to seek for others as well. We don't like injustice. We don't like anybody coming and killing us. We don't like anybody snapping our children from our homes to convert and civilize. We don't do that. Similarly, we should not be we should be asking the same prayer for others as well. If injustice is wrong for us, it is wrong for others as well. Our aspiration should be that inclusive peace in this world. The same way we are battered by Islamophobia, the same way we are hurt by what's happening in this country, we should be hurt by others who are facing the same kind of injustices in this world, in this community. If you look at Arafah, if all the Arafah, the 60,000 Hujjat, if you were to give them a list of du'as to ask about all the other communities, they will say, this is the same thing I'm going to ask for myself. This is the list. This list is similar to what I'm going to ask for myself. I'm going to ask for my family, my community. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, this is the message of Eid. We have just came back from Arafah. And also remember one last important point. On the day of Arafah, people are not asking dua and aspirations while they are secluded inside the masjid. You would have seen they are climbing the mountain. They're trying to find a space. They're walking. They're having their daily affairs, eating lunch and their dinner, whatever it is they are doing. They go to the washroom, they pray, they come back. But throughout the entire action, what is seen is the dua, is the aspiration, human aspiration. So in this khutbah, in this Eid, remember, all our human aspirations are same. All our human aspirations are the same. That's what Sir Ibrahim alayhi salam, our forefather, showed us through Hajj. And that's what Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam showed us. Rahmatul lil alameen. Rasulullah was sent as a mercy to the entire humankind. He was not exclusive to Muslims. He was a mercy. He was a mercy to the earth. He was a mercy to the heavens. He was a mercy to the entire creations. That's why when during a battle they wanted to put up a fire, he stopped them because he said, didn't you see there are ants? There are ant holes. When you put up a fire, that will hurt them. Those are creations. That is the mercy and the compassion we have to build and we have to nurture in our hearts. If any time, if you falter in that, think about Arafah. Bring that Arafah's visual in front of you, what these people were asking. What can I collect everything? May Allah help us to remember this, visualize. That is the true submission. That's why Allah said, Rasulullah said, the Quran was revealed. Al-yawma akmaltu lakum deenakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'amati wa raditu lakum Islam deena. I have approved for you Islam as a religion because Islam is a true submission. That submission comes from thinking whatever we believe, whatever we want for ourselves, to others as well. وآخر الحمد لله رب العالمين. بارك الله لنا ولكم بالقرآن العظيم ونفعنا بالآيات والذكر الحكيم إنه تعالى جواد كريم ملك عظيم بر رؤوف رحيم ورب حليم استغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين موفق العاملين وناصر المتقين. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الذي بنعمته تتم الصالحات وبفضله تحصل الدرجات وبكرمه تبذل الخطيئات. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبد الله ورسوله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على محمد وعلى آله وصحابته ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. I will do a small dua, inshallah. Ya Allah, you are the most merciful of those who show mercy. Ya Allah, we acknowledge your favors upon us. Ya Allah, we acknowledge our sins, our shortcomings. Ya Allah, forgive all our sins because of which we face calamities, lack of peace, and lack of sustenance in our lives. There is no one who can forgive our sins except you. Ya Allah, keep us, our families, and our descendants true to the covenant we made with you in Alamul Arwah. Ya Allah, protect us from all sins and transgressions that will violate our souls, disrupts our fitrah, and breaks our relationship with you. Ya Allah, bless us to see our children and family members as righteous servants of yours who have acquired more knowledge and wisdom than us. Ya Allah, grant us tawfiq to achieve our educational, career, and social goals. Ya Allah, make all the knowledge we seek and gain in this dunya brings us closer to this beautiful deen that you perfected on the day of Arafah. Ya Allah, help us attain our old age with piety, grace, and dignity, and as role models to our children and everyone around us. Ya Allah, put immense barakah in our time and community initiatives to achieve more and serve others while always being humble. Ya Allah, show us the power of your miracles in protecting and healing our communities. Ya Allah, answer our sincere prayers that come from the depth of our hearts. Ya Allah, take us to the highest and best position we belong. Grant our hearts its aspirations, change our status to victory, and help us achieve our vision and dreams like you helped our father Ibrahim alayhi salam and his family. Wa akhadahu alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa ilaykum mubarak.